Hello, everyone. Welcome. So nice to see you all. Hi, Deb.
Ay, naka. Gusto mo yan. Bilis, doon ka niya manunod ka.
Okay, the time.
Fire and catch the world of the other.
This meeting is being live streamed. By staying in this meeting, you person.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our webinar today. We're so happy to see you all here. Please feel free, if you're able, to unmute and say hello. We'll mute everyone in just a moment, but we're really happy to have everyone with us today. We'll be together for the next little bit where we're going to share about all things Climate Action Project, and we'll get started in just a moment. We're also being streamed to YouTube, so if you have colleagues who are unable to get into our live Zoom meeting today, please let them know that they can also check us out live on YouTube, or the recording will be available after as well. Hi, Jocelyn. Please feel free to add to the chat box. And you can add to the chat box, introduce yourself, where you are joining from in the world. I am Jennifer Williams. I'm here joining from Florida, joined by my colleagues, Jocelyn, Maria, and Kuhn, and we'll get started in just a moment.
Jennifer, you have to disable the chat box.
Hi, this is Kuhn. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to this kickoff for teachers for the Climate Action Project. Today we will share for less than an hour how to get started, what to expect, and some exciting news. My name is Kuhn, I'm based in Belgium, and together with Jen, we launched TAG.
Hi, everyone. I am Jennifer Williams. Happy to be here with you all today. Thank you for joining us, taking time out of your schedules to be with us as we kick off the 2021 Climate Action Project. We are going to share all things about the project this year. We have some special new additions, which we can't wait to share with you. We've been holding on some updates and some new information. So get ready to hear all of the news. And we have teachers joining with us today from over 140 countries. We have thousands and thousands of classrooms registered for the project, and over 2,100 teachers registered even for our kickoff webinar today. So we wanted to start our session just with a message of gratitude thanking each of you for trusting us with this moment in time. We know for many, this is the first time that you and your students are joining a global collaboration project. It may be the first time you are doing something with ed tech that is allowing you to connect with teachers from around the world. And for a lot of our teachers, this is the first time that they're bringing this topic of climate change into the classes that they're teaching. So we have teachers that are working with students as young as pre-kindergarten all the way up through university. So thank you for being with us. We absolutely honor and appreciate everything that you're doing and are so excited for our project this year. So I'll turn it back over to Kuhn to share about TAG, our commitment to climate, and then we'll get right into the project.
Yeah, because if you're confronted with the name TAG, that is the nonprofit we made in Florida. And what we do, we want to work on climate education on a global scale. We really want to make waves. And we think that climate education is really important. And that is why, Jen, can you show the next slide, please? And that is why I wanted to show some insights. This is research about climate education. And I think it's very important to focus on a few facts so you know why we are doing this. First of all, why climate education? Well, because students don't really realize what's happening over there. I think climate change is coming closer to everyone. It's very different in different continents, and that is why we decided to make this a global project as well. Only 1 in 5 students was able to explain climate change in 2006, and that is while most teachers and parents are open to climate education, basically. And that was in the UK and the USA. And it's really important to know that students, they want to move forward. They are passionate about climate and environment. They already want to do it. We only need to make sure that they are able to do it. And what is also really interesting, that's the fourth point in here, is that students are able to affect their parents as well. And this way they are able to bring change within society bottom up. And what is really interesting to know is that education is bringing change now. Many people think that it's just too late for education, that it would take years and years. It has an instant impact on our planet, basically. And that is why we think that climate education is important. And that is why we launch every year the Climate Action Project with lots and lots of people. And this is not about TAG, this is about you, because you really matter. The Climate Action Project is student-centered, and it is about you, the teacher. You will make a big change within your classroom, but also outside your classrooms. What's in it for you and for your students? Well, lots. You will become part of a global community. You can already find more than 200 people here, but we have thousands and thousands of people online, and we will allow you to work together asynchronous and synchronous live as well. Many people, you can see where we have our schools. You can see that we cover the whole globe. We even have one school, one of the 2 schools in Antarctica, but it goes from Hawaii, every continent is involved, right to New Zealand. And climate change is very different in different continents, and that is why we want students and teachers being able to learn in very authentic ways. And that is by sharing online your findings and maybe even your solutions and your small actions with a positive impact on our planet. And that brings us to a small challenge, Jen.
We are all about the fun this year. So Kuhn was just sharing on the importance of sharing out, and we really feel that that's how the Climate Action Project started. It was just a small group of people that started sharing their ideas, connecting with people around the world. So we want to start today with that sharing. So we'd love to have you introduce yourself. If you are on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you are at on your social networks, Please share out using Climate Action EDU. This is our hashtag for everything we're doing related to TAG, related to Climate Action Project, and more on our program soon. We will pick 2 for a t-shirt. We'll do a random draw, and then we will announce that over social media in the next 24 hours. So we will also have, stay tuned at the end of our webinar today, another opportunity to get yourself a Climate Action Project t-shirt. So stay tuned for that too. So tweet out, share on Instagram, post on Facebook, Climate Action EDU, and introduce yourself. And you're welcome to share on what you're looking forward to with your class with the project. All right, I think we should dive in, Kun, next to our week-to-week overview. So we've been planning for our 6-week project, and it's action-packed. Just like last year, if you've joined in one of our past projects, we're going to start with everything preparing the teacher. So we're going to give you everything you're going to need. As you know, the Climate Action Project is free for all. So we are committed to access and ensuring that everyone has the resources, no matter where they're at on this planet. So you will be receiving emails each week that will provide all of those resources to you. Once you're in with your students, then we're going to start with week 1, and that's where we're going to be talking about causes around climate change. So we have some interactive activities for you every week. For week 1, we are going to co-create. Everyone part of the project will create the ultimate list of causes of climate change. Then we move into week 2, where we'll start to explore the effects of climate change, both at local and global levels, and we will co-create a global map of those effects. For week 3, we're going to move from local to global, and this will be an opportunity for your students to have a class-to-class virtual exchange. It can be synchronous or asynchronous, with opportunities to meet other students working through the project. Then week 4, we get to the meat of the project, which is really where we start to move students into this idea of offering up their own solutions. So as they've had a foundational understanding of causes and effects and problems that might be happening at local and global levels, they will then propose their solutions. We'll walk them through week 5 with an opportunity to explore ways they can consider impact and how they can package up those solutions to share out with the world. We believe in building through interactions. We are a community-based program, so we will be bringing in our trusted experts for webinars and for other opportunities, as we will describe a little bit later. And then week 6, this is our favorite week because this is our celebration week. So we're going to move from talking about those solutions to moving into impact with our actions. We will have the Climate Action Day on November 4th. We'll share more about that coming up. And this will be an opportunity for students to share out their ideas for the whole world to listen. So we're really excited about our 6-week program and everything that we have built in. All right. I'm in this one. Go back. As a teacher, we want to prepare you today for the journey that you're getting ready to go on. Every Thursday, you will receive an email into your inbox that will describe what will happen for the following week. So next Thursday, you can anticipate receiving your week 1 email. That email will describe everything you need to do in week 1 with your students. If you're having a hard time getting the emails, they're also located on the Climate Action Project website, and we'll point you in the right direction so you can make sure you get those. So if you get the week 1 email and maybe you want to look back to what was shared this week, you'll be able to see the curated collection of those ready to go for you. Flexibility by design. As we mentioned, we have students from all over the world at all different grade levels. Some of our students are still working in online environments. Some students are working in person on site with their schools. So we're going to have flexibility built in. Don't feel constrained either by the weeks. So if you need to go a little faster or go a little slower, cut some things out or change it up for your curricula, that's absolutely okay. Our goal is really just to get you in, get you connected, and get students talking about climate change and the impact they can create. Every week, we will have an opportunity for you to share back with the community, and then we will also have opportunities for extension activities. So if you want to go deeper, if you want to do more, we have some awesome partners this year that are providing some new opportunities for classrooms, so we'll share on that as well. Okay, so speaking of those extension opportunities, those will include expert webinars, live events. We love to bring people together as often as we can. We are getting ready to announce a school-wide opportunity and are excited to share about our partner collaborations. If you've been watching the past few weeks, we have been sharing out on 2 of our newest partner collaborations, both on social media and with our newsletter. And back again are our partners at WWF, who helped us last year co-author our curriculum. So you saw 2 weeks ago, we announced Generation Earthshot, and this is a project from the royal family in Prince William. You can tune in today and hear the Earthshot Prize nominees who are being announced. So we've partnered with them, and we're going to be exploring some ways that our students, through the work with the Climate Action Project, can address the 5 Earthshots that are presented to protect our planet. Yesterday, we also announced our new partnership with Lego and Build the Change. So really excited to bring in more activities, which will be featured in week 5 with our partners at Lego. And introducing, first time we're sharing this out, so you're getting the newest updates. We have 3 big announcements that we're excited to share and preview with you all. The first one is we are now partnered with the amazing team at Wakelet, and we are going to be announcing this out to all of the teachers in the coming weeks. This year, we have been working this summer on creating a book list on climate change for classrooms. So we've curated with our team of educators from around the world a book list that will include books for students as young as pre-kindergarten all the way up through professional development books. And we're so grateful for our curators helping us get that ready. We have another announcement that I'll turn it over to Koen to share about with our new friends at Cartoon Network.
Yeah, we also work with Cartoon Network, and they also have a nice initiative, which is the Climate Champions, which is targeting students. And we are going to team up to award 250 schools globally to be a climate champion. And those have to meet certain criteria, which we will be sharing out soon. By the way, if you don't receive our emails, if it's going to spam, we always communicate on Thursday, and you can find all of the emails at our website, climate-action.info/mail, in English and in Spanish as well. And then next, so I'm really excited about this because we always, when it's about education, we always speak about knowledge, about learning, teaching. It's also about skills, creativity, critical thinking, etc., etc. But what really is required as well is a change of behavior. Certain topics, when you teach about those require a different mindset for teachers, but also for students. So we created our own app during the past months. And this app will allow you and your students to keep track of small actions you're taking, and you will instantly be able to see your impact, the amount of carbon, but also plastic, single-use plastic avoided. So we are really happy about this. The app is already available. You can find it at earthproject.org/app. It's available for Android, iOS, free. Everything we do is free. And it will have a new feature in 2 weeks, which is collaboration. Collaboration is key. It's within Jen and my soul, basically. We always try to do things on a global scale. And we all know that collaboration is key. So within the app, you will be able to create teams to work together on the same mission. And you can see the progress of other teams. So you can have 2 classrooms within one school, or you can have 2 offices, or you can have 2 schools working on the same and see each other's impact as well. So feel free to install this app right now. We didn't announce yet, it's brand new, and we will do a big push in a few weeks. The interesting part is that it is specifically created for teachers, but is also to be used by parents and students. When you register the app, you can claim that you're a teacher and you can create your classes, like in this example here, 6th grade class, and you can record your students' efforts because the app will be available for students older than 13. Jen?
It's pretty cool. I know Kun's been really excited to announce this. So can't wait for you all to get in and to meet us there and use the app. All right, Kun.
Yeah, we also have Climate Action Day. Last year, Jen and I thought, like, we have been doing webinars with experts, but how about making this one dedicated day, which we call Climate Action Day? And it was a huge success. We ended up being online for 8 hours with lots of really exciting speakers. Maybe you remember Jane Goodall being live interviewed, or former President Santos from Colombia. We had so many different speakers, and we decided to do it again. And this will be really not a day about us, Jen and me, and Dag, not a day about presidents and famous people, but a day where we celebrate our student solutions. So it will be a day with students from every continent featuring what they did. It will be a day with teachers being online, but also with presidents, with WWF, NASA, UN, and many, many famous people. We even will be having a magician. So it will be surprised, I would say. Yeah.
I'm super excited about that magician.
Yeah. Maybe you can register for this for free as well. You can find the link at the bottom of the slide. We will be sharing it through the emails as well, but it's key that you register for this day so we can share the link with you.
And that'll be streamed out, so anyone can join. Last year we had quite a large group, and we'll make sure that everyone has access to that. Over the next few weeks too, we did our first one yesterday. We'll be announcing some of our featured speakers, so you can watch for those, and we'll keep you posted on opportunities for you and your class to get involved as well. So on that point, Kun mentioned of community and ways that we can collaborate and connect, we've been working on launching our newsletter. So this past month, we did our first Climate Action Project newsletter, and we have some people behind the scenes that we wanted to introduce you to who have really been leading our community efforts. So you see Gila here on the left. She is our intern turned fellow. She just traveled from Singapore to London this week, so she's not able to join us today, but Gila is the amazing person behind the scenes working on our newsletters and our weekly emails. So you'll be hearing from her a lot over the next few months. We also have intern turned fellow Maria, who just also moved to the UK from Peru, and she's joining us today, and she is the face behind all of our social media accounts. So if you are following us on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Maria is the person that's pulling all of that together. So in our commitment to empowering the voices of youth, we are so thrilled to welcome back Maria and Gila, and we'll have new interns joining this year. So Maria, I'd love to turn it over to you so you can share with our teachers today about the work that you've been doing on social media.
Yeah, hi, I'm Maria. As Jen said, I'm from Peru, but I'm currently living in the UK. I'm the person behind Tech Social Media. I post on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. And first of all, I want to introduce you to our hashtags. These can allow you to check our latest content about the Climate Action Project. And they're also an amazing chance for us to see your shares. So if you want to be on our Instagram stories or on our post, use our hashtags. That's an amazing chance. Our main hashtag, as you can see, is Climate Action EDU, but we also use Take Action EDU, Climate Action Project, and Climate Action Project 2021. We use these all around Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and our new platform, TikTok. So if you're not already following us, you definitely should. We post climate education stuff, some tips on Tuesdays, and we also announce tech partnerships, which is very, very exciting. Right now we have a poll running on our Instagram stories and on our Twitter page for all of you teachers. So go give us a follow and reply to the polls. Our username for our main platforms is Take Action EDU. I'm gonna put it in the chat as well, so with some links so that you can go and directly follow us. Okay, it's there. Also, super quick, if you have any question about something along the process, you can message us through Instagram. I'm always checking the DMs and I'll be happy to help with anything. And I can also ask my peers at TAG and help you in the best way possible. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm so happy that you're part of this year's Climate Action Project, and I hope that you have an amazing time.
Thank you so much, Maria. And thank you for being here as you're moving and moving from country to country and getting ready for your new year at the university. So also, Maria was sharing on our newest account, which is TikTok. And you can see it here. If you're new to TikTok, we are as well. We're figuring it out and we're being guided by Maria and some of our other young voices. And so please jump in there. This is a great opportunity for you to share on some of our topics around climate change with your students. So if they're on TikTok, encourage them to follow along. You'll see Maria there sharing tips, sharing updates, fun things that students and classrooms can do to get moving on climate education. So you'll see the account name there too. All right, so that's what we have planned. And we are going to be sharing updates with you every week, and we'd love to hear from you. We'd also encourage you to consider who is missing from this conversation. We get very excited when we know that we have that beautiful map that Kun shared covered with people from around the world, but we still recognize that though we are working each day to make sure that we have representation, there are many people who are not yet part of this work, that if they knew that the project existed or if they had access to this information, they may be interested in taking action with us. We are on a mission to protect our planet through classrooms and the work that we're doing. We really believe that climate education is the key for us to have a safe and successful future. So we have a challenge for you. We would love to invite you to think about this question: who is missing from this conversation? And to extend an invitation out to them, just to let them know that the project exists, that they may be interested in joining in, and that it's free and open to all. So we'd love to have them join with us on this mission that we're getting ready to go on together. So Kun, I'll let you share a little bit about our next challenge, again, for one of our awesome t-shirts.
Yeah. So you can find, when you go to this website, climateaction.info/user, you will go to your own dashboard, and that dashboard will be your best friend for the next 6 weeks because it allows you to submit pictures from your students or your work, your environment, but also your students' findings for the next 6 weeks, etc., etc. You will be able to submit your solutions, but you will also at that same page will find a green link. And if you share that link on social media with colleagues, friends, etc., as long as they are teachers, they will be able to join the project, and we will be able to see that they were there because of you. And so we will give a free t-shirt to the top 5 people doing that with success. Now, I see that we have many people from the Philippines, and there's a certain reason for that. The reason is that we started to work with the Department of Education, DepEd, in the Philippines, and that is a direct result of our last Climate Action Day, where we had Director Ronilda Go. She spoke about this, she engaged, and we are going to offer free climate education to a whole country, our first whole country. And that is why we have so many people joining. For them, for the teachers from Philippines, a special shout out. We will be working on a program which will give you the required credits. That is something we have to announce still, but now you're here, why not sharing it with you? So you may be thinking like, wow, that's a lot of information, how to get started. Basically everything, all of the information is at one special dedicated web page, and that is the Climate Action Project website. There you can find the guidelines, the weeks, what you have to do, our curriculum co-authored with WWF, which will give you the right contacts. Don't print it out and give it and hand it out to your students. It's more for you to having the right background about this topic, which is quite complicated, I would say, climate change. But also you will find our lesson plans, and Jen did spend a lot of time on it, making sure that you have some guidance which you can use for the next weeks. And you can find free activities like how to create your vertical garden, your own eco-friendly soap, your own bioplastics with milk and vinegar. We always work that those are things you can do with not so many requirements or resources, so that everybody is able to do and replicate those. And we also really appreciate when you disseminate your own best practices, but also concerns, because maybe something is not going right in your classroom. And that is with so many people. Jen and I were saying like, wow, we feel that we cannot answer everybody's question. And that is why we have the facilitators. We already mentioned them, but they will be there for you. In our next newsletter, we will be having WhatsApp groups which you can join, and where those facilitators will take care of you. You're always very welcome to reach out to Jen and me as well. We will be there for you. You're not on your own, because sometimes it can become a bit complicated. So do know that we will support you. Jen.
Thank you, Koen. All right, so with that, we are at the end of our welcome webinar, and we are so grateful for you being with us today. As Koen mentioned, we are going to continue to share out information. Today's session was recorded and live streamed on YouTube, so you'll be able to find it on our YouTube channel after this call, but we'll also email out the recording. So after you've had a chance to digest some of this information, start to get dates on your calendar, please reach out. If you have questions, as Maria said, you can send us direct messages on any of our social accounts. You have our email addresses. We'd love to hear from you. And we hope that you and your students have an incredible journey as part of the Climate Action Project. So you see lots of people here today. We hope to have many more live interactions. So stay tuned for those, and we'll see you all very soon. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Corinne.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Very much.
Thank you, bro.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Good
Have a
day.
good weekend.
Bye.
Thanks
Nice
for being
meeting you
here.